A friend recently shared a video with me. It was a Red Table Talk with Gwyneth Paltrow, and I was really, really grateful for the share. It was really cool. A lot of the ideas and the thoughts were in this video rang true for me, and I just kept going, yeah, that's really cool. And I will absolutely share a link to that video later in this video, or there is a fair warning though. The video is largely about sex. So just be aware of that when you go to look it up. The part that really got me excited, for lack of a better phrase, was right about the 12-minute mark. And Gwyneth started talking about accountability. And she said, speaking up for ourselves means that we have to be accountable. Just let that sink in for a second. Hold on to that for a minute. Speaking up for ourselves means we have to be accountable. Speaking up and saying what you like or what you want or you don't want, verbalizing your needs means that you have to be accountable. I need to be warmer means that I have to be accountable for getting a blanket or different clothes. I'd like to eat at this place tonight. I'd like a raise for all of the additional responsibility that I just took on at work. Hey, honey, I would really love it if you touch me this way. Hey, this really turns me on, and I'm going to verbalize that because I hope that you will reciprocate. I hope that we can talk about that. My husband and I not often, but we have had a lot of conversations unintentionally around this concept, this idea, because many times he'll say, where do you want to eat or what do you want for dinner? And I'll say, whatever, we'll just go wherever. I don't care. I have no preference. To him, it's a little annoying because it means that all of the pressure is on him and he has to figure out where we go. Realistically, most of the time, I really honestly do not care where we go eat or what we have to eat. However, if I do have a place, then I do speak up and say, I would like to go here. I take responsibility and say, I would like this. The challenge in that is he can also say, taking responsibility for himself, I don't want to have to choose. I would rather just go somewhere that you pick tonight. Speaking up, taking responsibility. Once you've placed it out in the universe, you now have to own it. Now, sometimes we'd rather not speak up. We really don't want to voice that we feel a certain way. We'd rather avoid it. And in that aspect, no choice, choosing not to verbalize it is still a choice. It means that you are going to accept whatever happens. Whatever comes along is going to be okay with you. You've given up the right to complain that things didn't go your way. I didn't get to eat at this restaurant, or I didn't get to go see that show, or I didn't get to do this, or this part of self-care, or I wasn't supported in this way. If you don't speak up, if you don't take that responsibility and voice it, then you also give up the ability to complain about the fact that nothing happened the way you wanted it to. You can't complain about a life that you never verbalized you wanted. I've always wanted to go see Ireland. Okay? If you never went to Ireland and yet you never told somebody or you never worked to make it happen, then whose fault is that? You can't really blame other people if you yourself do not speak up. This concept really, we had a great time, my husband and I, chatting about it afterwards, because there are things that I think in a relationship, both parts may actively avoid taking the responsibility of. And when it comes to intimacy, that in and of itself is a space where I think people have a hard time owning, which is why we will link to that video so that you can watch it at your own leisure and you can check it out. And maybe you'll have some new insights as well. I hope you take a minute and think about it. I hope you actively participate in creating your own life. Start recognizing where you're avoiding being accountable and start choosing to be more accountable where you want to, where it really matters. How can you create the life you want? By simply speaking up.